You're watching KTK in high definition. This is Live at 5.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us today for KTK's Live at 5. I'm Kara Pritchard. Brittany Thomason has the weekend off. Doctors Without Borders say airstrikes killed at least 9 of its staff workers early today in Afghanistan. The medical aid group said more than 30 people remain unaccounted for after aerial bombings hit the trauma center several times. More than 100 patients and caretakers were in the hospital when the bombs hit. U.S. forces carried out a nearby strike early in the morning against the Taliban. Officials say the strike may have resulted in collateral damage to a nearby medical facility. The military is investigating. But as the U.S. investigates one of its airstrikes, Russia continues to increase their attacks in the Middle East. Russian forces bombed Syrian targets for the 4th day in a row. The Russian Defense Ministry said its soldiers bombed 9 ISIS positions, including one of its headquarters. However, a 4th video was also released showing an unexploded Russian missile dropped in a residential neighborhood. Now, this is increasing the concern the U.S. and its allies have regarding Russia's involvement in the region. Those concerns include Russia attacking the Syrian opposition and civilians instead of fighting ISIS. President Obama held a news conference Friday afternoon, issuing harsh words toward Russian President Vladimir Putin. He says Putin is carrying out airstrikes out of weakness, not strength. The names of the U.S. airmen killed in a plane crash in Afghanistan have been released. Among the 6 killed was 28-year-old Captain Jordan Pearson from Abilene. He, along with 3 other members on the plane, were stationed outside of Dyess Air Force Base in Texas. 2 others had been stationed out of Massachusetts. They were on duty supporting Operation Freedom when the Super Hercules aircraft went down. The cause of the crash is still under investigation. A state of emergency has been issued in North Carolina as the East Coast braces for heavy wind and rain from Hurricane Joaquin. Steady rainfall has soaked the coast, causing multiple flash flood watches to be in effect throughout the weekend. Even though the storm is not likely to make landfall on the East Coast, residents are asked to be prepared now and stay off the roads. Officials have determined what caused the death of the gunman behind Thursday's mass shooting at an Oregon college.
The medical examiner has determined the cause of death of the shooter to be suicide.
Authorities say Chris Harper Mercer shot and killed himself after killing 9 people and wounding 9 others. The 9 victims ranged in age from 18 to 67. Investigators are still looking into the exact motive behind the shooting. However, witnesses say the shooter specifically targeted Christians. Many believers are now taking to social media to show their support for the victims of the attack using the hashtag #IamAChristian. Leading the movement is presidential candidate Dr. Ben Carson. Dr. Carson posted this picture on Facebook and asked his Facebook and Twitter followers to post a similar photo online.